Coming up on 5 Minute News. AstraZeneca finds no evidence of increased blood clot risk from vaccine. Third COVID wave sweeps across the EU. And Biden sending help for migrant children at US border. It's Monday, March 15. I'm Anthony Davis. AstraZeneca said on Sunday a review of safety data of people vaccinated with its COVID-19 vaccine has shown no evidence of an increased risk of blood clots. AstraZeneca's review, which covered more than 17 million people vaccinated in the United Kingdom and European Union, comes after health authorities in some countries suspended the use of its vaccine over clotting issues. Authorities in Ireland, Denmark, Norway, Iceland and the Netherlands have suspended the use of the vaccine over clotting issues, while Austria stopped using a batch of AstraZeneca shots last week while investigating a death from coagulation disorders. European Medicines Agency has said there is no indication that the events were caused by the vaccination, a view that was echoed by the World Health Organization on Friday. The drug maker said 15 events of deep vein thrombosis and 22 events of pulmonary embolism have been reported so far, which is similar across other licensed COVID-19 vaccines. The company said additional testing has and is being conducted by the company and the European health authorities, and none of the retests have shown cause for concern. The monthly safety report will be made public on the EMA website in the following week, AstraZeneca said. The AstraZeneca vaccine, developed in collaboration with Oxford University, has been authorized for use in the European Union and many countries, but not yet by US regulators. The company is preparing to file for US emergency use authorization and is expecting data from its US Phase 3 trial to be available in the coming weeks. A third wave of the COVID pandemic is now advancing swiftly across much of Europe. As a result, many nations, bogged down by sluggish vaccination campaigns, are witnessing sharp rises in infection rates and number of cases. The infection rate in the EU is now at its highest level since the beginning of February, with the spread of new variants of the COVID-19 virus being blamed for much of the recent increase. Several countries are now set to impose strict new lockdown measures in the next few days, in contrast to the UK, which is beginning to emerge slowly from its current bout of shop and school closures and sports bans. In Italy, authorities recorded more than 27,000 new cases and 380 deaths on Friday. From today, most of Italy will be placed under lockdown, and people will only be allowed to leave their homes for essential errands. Most shops will be closed, along with bars and restaurants. In France, authorities have reported a similar grim situation, with Health Minister Olivier Véran describing the situation in the Greater Paris region as tense and worrying. President Macron has imposed curfews and other restrictions in several regions, and many doctors are now pressing him to introduce a national lockdown as a matter of urgency. In Germany, 12,674 new COVID infections were reported on Saturday, a rise of 3,117 from the previous week, as the head of the country's infectious disease agency acknowledged that the country was now in the grip of a third wave of COVID-19. The U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Sunday said that the Biden administration had inherited a broken immigration system as the administration announced it would send federal help to children on the U.S.-Mexico border seeking asylum. Celebration by Democrats over Joe Biden's signature last week of an historic aid package combining COVID relief with economic stimulus and anti-poverty programs has been tempered by a surge in the number of young migrants from Central America and Mexico seeking asylum. Some come from families whose livelihoods have been destroyed by climate change, Pelosi said. These people were leaving because of the drought. They couldn't farm and were seeking other ways to survive. The Biden administration, which has prioritized reversing the immigration policies of Donald Trump, announced late on Saturday that it would deploy the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, best known for responding to natural disasters, to the border to manage and care for the children. FEMA agents would assist in the transfer of children in custody within 72 hours into family homes, or homes that are safe for them to be, Pelosi said. A near-record 9,457 unaccompanied children were taken into U.S. Customs and Border Protection custody in February, according to the agency, the most since May 2019. President Joe Biden has ended the Trump-era practice of expelling immigrant children who cross the border alone, but maintained expulsions of immigrant families and single adults. You can subscribe to 5 Minute News on YouTube with your preferred podcast app. Ask your smart speaker or enable 5 Minute News as your Amazon Alexa flash briefing skill. Subscribe, rate and review online at 5minute.news. 5 Minute News is an Evergreen Podcast covering politics, inequality, health and climate, delivering independent, unbiased and essential world news daily.